everybody, what's happening? Today we're going to learn how to play Gave You Everything by the Interrupters. It's the second single off their album Fight the Good Fight, and it has a lot of energy and a lot of fun chords and moving up and down the neck. Now there's some bends in the beginning that might trip you up a little bit. Just take it slowly, break them down at first, and eventually you can build up to the speed of the song. It's a lot of fun to play, tons of energy, great rock song, and it's just a lot of fun to listen to and jam out on. So let's break it down. I'll zoom in and I'll show you how to play Gave You Everything by the Interrupters. Okay, so for the intro of the song, it starts out with this little solo thing. It goes pretty fast, but it's got some bends in there, and Amy Interrupter kind of kicks off the song and shouts 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes like this. So what they're doing there is you want to cover the G string on the 5th fret, and then the two bottom strings, your B and E string, with your first finger there. And you want to bend with your ring finger on the 5th fret of the G string. And you play that 8 times. You repeat that pattern twice, hitting the B and E strings 8 times. Once again, it's like this. So after you do the bends up here on the 3rd and 5th frets, you want to move that whole shape all the way down to the 14, 12, and 12th fret. And again, it starts with a bend like this. So at full speed, it's like this. So it starts again with the bend on 14. And then bend again after that part. 12. Up to the 14 on the D string. And once more on the G at 12. One more time slowly. So remember, the bends can be a little bit tricky while holding that shape. Just practice it slowly and then you can work up to full speed. It's pretty fast when you listen to the song, and it goes quite quickly. Full speed, it's kind of like this. Okay, so for the verses, it's pretty straightforward. It's really just moving power chord shapes up and down the neck. You want to start up here on the 3rd fret of the low E string and just do a power chord. So 2 frets down on the A and D strings. So for the verses, you're going to be palm muting it. Once it gets to the chorus, you can let go of that palm mute and kind of play it full blast. But until you get there in the verses, it's kind of like this. And Amy Interrupter in this song is kind of singing like, it's an emergency, call the police, you left me and abandoned the lease. And after lease, you want to just move that whole shape down 1 string. So now you're covering the A, D, and G strings, still on the 3rd fret. But only 4 times there, and move it up to the 1st fret. And then up 1 to the 6th string on the 1st fret. And then finally, just slide that whole shape up to the 5th fret. So for the verse, it's like this. A, one more time. So it goes 3rd fret here, stay on the 3rd fret, just go down 1 string, slide that shape all the way down to the 1st fret here, and up, and down to the 5th. One more time. Okay, so for the chorus of the song, you're no longer palm muting. You're still doing basically power chord shapes, just up and down a little bit, but it's full blast. You don't need to palm mute anymore. So it goes like this. So what that is again power chords starting on the 3rd fret, cover the low E, A, and D strings, play that 8 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then go to the A string, 5th fret, and again 2 frets down on 7, cover D and G. Pretty simple there. So here, up to the 5th fret on the A string. Once again, move that shape 2 frets down to the 7th fret and keep your fingers in the same place. Still covering A, D, G. Play again 8 times. So far again, it's this. And then to end off the first part of the chorus, just back to the 3rd fret, still on the A string. So once again, full speed, it sounds like this. And then once again, that goes again when she sings, I gave you everything. So it's like, I gave you everything. Now, in the second part of the chorus, it does the same thing, but it stops. It stops, and then there's a bit of a slide kind of effect in there. So it goes like this. So you're going to play the whole thing through one time. I gave you everything. And the second part. So that's kind of the second part of the chorus. Instead of playing the full, it kind of just hits that 7 on the A string, and then there's a slide that kind of finishes off the chorus. And the way to do a slide is kind of hold your pick in your fingers like this, press right around the harmonics of your guitar. Now listen carefully. You can kind of get the harmonics right around the front of the neck pickup here, and you can kind of push and do a slide. So it's like this. And then one more time to end the chorus. Alright, so that's how you play Gave You Everything by the Interrupters. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned a lot from it. If you did like this video, make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe. We're going to be posting new videos every week. Lots of different genres, rock, punk, metal, pop, all kinds of songs, and many that aren't already on YouTube. So hit subscribe and get the updates right away to your inbox. Thanks for watching, and keep rocking.